It's the Cannoneer MTGO Show.
This is not a very exciting opening pack. I think I'm just going to Smuggler's Copter. A little bit of aggression, a little bit of looting, a little bit of evasion. It was a very fast league, yeah. Happy Sunday indeed, false comparison. Hope you're having a pleasant hello. Alright, I guess we're time walking. A lot of nice artifact cards in that pack if we wanted to consider that direction. Probably gonna wheel something good. Retrofitter Foundry plays pretty well with the Smuggler's Copter. They had that 3-drop that goes into Basalt Monolith too. I think I dig Retrofitter. Retrofitter is like dipping your toe into artifacts without having to hard commit. I think there's an outside chance that Mox will pull wheels. And wouldn't that be nice? Yep, definitely a warm day here too, false comparison. I think I dig this relic pickup. Coat's in the right colors and stuff. I don't know if I love it. Well, maybe the synthesizer wheels, huh? I haven't had a synthesizer deck in a bit. Basically, a build your own card. Coat plus synthesizer. Well, there's a cat. Cat works well with Eternal Witness or Tamiyo to go infinite with Time Walk. I kind of just want to take the Talisman and be a better artifact deck. But infinite is infinite. Less exciting. Could throw Larcenist to the sideboard. I've had really mixed opinions of Larcenist. You like Larcenist with the One Ring? This is out to sacrifice it. I can see that. 9 there. Thinking about Spellbomb, E-Tutor, and Cryptic Command here. I'm going to take Cryptic Command. What's better than one Time Walk, huh? Just get 2. And then, yeah, both Mox Opal and Synthesizer are here. I do like Synthesizer with Cryptic Code a lot. I think I'm just going to take the Mox, though, Real hard to say no to a Mox. Not a thing I do very often. Academy, yeah, Academy or Urza would make that Retrofitter look a lot better. And now we're set up for Saga and everything. Yeah, not a bad start. Draw 7s are pretty sweet with Time Walk. Shuffle it back into the deck. Oh shit, what up? Hey Zalzich, thanks to the Saw, thanks to 21 months. Bobble's sweet. Free artifact to help turn on the Opal, A little Tinker action. Looks like a Tinker deck to me. How'd Frogs do? Frogs went 2-1. Not the worst. I guess Nexus isn't the worst with Time Walk. Don't love it in general. Hard Evidence might be better. Oh, I really liked 3 Steps Ahead the last time I played it in an artifact deck. I'm going to take 3 Steps Ahead here. Colonnade's an option too. Could help you play some sweepers like Balance. Yeah, the last time I played this in an artifact deck, I kept on copying my Candelabra while I had Academy, and it was very good. You had someone copy Portal. Yeah, copying Portal sounds sick. If we find Portal, we can get it pretty consistently too. Interesting pack. I don't hate Memory Lapse. I do like this sort of the meek stuff. I can't remember if we saw Thopter Foundry in pack 1, or if my memory's blurring with the first draft we did. I'm just going to take top. I'm going to take Coalition Relic here in case we get Workshops, It's a really good card to play off Workshops. Hey, there's Portal and Urza Saga in the same pack. I don't think either of them wheel. Not consistently, that's for sure. There's only gonna be like 2 cards left in the pack when it comes back around. Normally I'm like slamming Saga over everything, but we do have Tinker already, and it is the best card to get with Tinker. Yeah, I'm just gonna take the Saga. Lodawara is sweet. I'll take the Upheaval. Right now we're not like big mana, but it doesn't take much, right? Like an Academy, Grim Monolith, that sort of thing. Narset's definitely better in some matchups than others. You could take Sail. You could splash Sail now that we got Narset. Have one-sided draw 7. I don't think we're gonna play Dig ever. We have 3 like passive sources of green, right? The Mox, the Talisman, and the Relic. How high would I rank Cryptic Coat? Pretty low. I do like that it's in the cube with Synthesizer. Yeah, looking at Lantern, looking at Wrath of God. Don't have a lot of white for the Wrath. We might just not have a sweeper this run. I call pack calls a little clunky, little clunkers. So I'm just not going to bother. Would be another creature to crew Smuggler's Copter, though. Hard Evidence is interesting. The Colonnade's interesting. Tough Cookie's interesting. Should play Cookie, play Sail. A similar card to Portal in the cube for Tinker would be nice. What are you suggesting? I can't think of any card that's similar to. Oh, hey there. Ooh, hello. How you doing? Mystical's pretty sick here with both Tinker and Time Walk and even Sailor Upheaval potentially. Pretty good Mystical deck. Increase our consistency. And there's Academy. Probably gonna wield that Cannoneer, huh? This deck's starting to look sick. The Academy makes that Upheaval look so much better. Would I ever sell out? How do you figure? Academy into Urza? Hell yeah. Hell yeah. Yeah, do we have enough artifacts for the Academy? That's a good question. A Monolith? It'd be a pretty late Monolith. We already saw Basalt Monolith, so it'd just be Grim left. That one tends to go a little earlier. Thinking between Blightsteel Colossus and Force Negation. We wield the Portal to Phyrexia. I wonder if you can wield the Blightsteel. Maybe a sneak attack deck might want it. We definitely have the blue count for Force Negation. Makes it a little bit more interesting than usual. Blightsteel's pretty hot with Time Walk. Closes it out a little bit more often. I think that Turtle's going to wheel. And then we'll have a backup tutor target anyway. You like turtles? Me too, friend. Me too. Yeah, Tough Cookie's interesting. It's not the worst deck for a Trinket Mage. I don't think it would make the cut, but maybe it's better than like Cryptic Coat. Skydiver for the sideboard. Bill's so good. I've been really impressed with Bill. The second Talisman is blue-red. Think about Metamorph, think about Vista. I think we could just cut the green splash pretty easily. Just keep it mono blue. Yeah, so we didn't find workshops. But that's okay. Pick your poisons, a fine sideboard card. I could see splashing for it in the right spot. Really good against opposing enchantments. Pick your poison, because there's not like a lot of enchantments floating around. Slug and Urza Saga Mirror could be really good. The turtle did return. I think this deck's sick. We do need to make a cut. Considering Narset. Totally solid card. Totally reasonable. Could be a sideboard card. The thing is, we're like, it's like not a good card against aggro, and we're already a little weak to aggro. So I can see just like boarding it in against control and combo. Yeah, it's not like Narset would be bad here, right? It would help me find my Tinker, it would help me find my Upheaval when those are good. Help me find the Time Walk. But we have other sources of filtering, right? We've got like Relic activations, top spinning, that sort of deal. I think we'll be okay. The turtle wheeling makes the top look a lot better because it's like a guaranteed way to grow it every turn. Also made our Tinker a lot better by giving us a backup Tinkable. I think this deck looks good. We're mono blue, like, so we didn't get like the balance and stuff that I usually like in this controlling style of artifacts. But I think we got a very good deck here. Pretty excited about it. I think we're just gonna like race people by putting a Shadow Spear on a token. That's gonna win a lot of games. I'm gonna send this one back. Shadow Spear and Turtle are pretty good. Well, how are we play that Turtle? 3 if we had a land. Alright, I'm gonna keep this hand. Usually I'm all looking for Academy, but it's not like we've got a deck with like a critical mass of acceleration, right? We don't have Academy and Workshops and a bunch of Moxen. Plus, Cannoneer and Shadow Spear, pretty much Splinter Twin. This draw just got much better, huh? Still can't quite turn 2 Kappa Cannoneer. Now we can do it. Just turn 2 Turtle. Okay. Yeah, I think they need to do better than a troll, Excuse me. The new improvised land? What land are you talking about? Oh, that's a bummer. Alright. Archway of Innovation. I kind of hope not. It seems a little too narrow to be taking up a whole slot. Well, if they're doing reanimatory things, I feel like Larcenist should be in. Maybe over like Trinket Mage or Coat. Binning Urza feels weird, but I think it's correct here. You could also bin Shadow Spear with the idea of grabbing it, but I might upkeep spin my top here. Looking for my graveyard hate. Well, I guess I don't care about graveyard hate that much if I'm going to tinker for Portal anyway. The Curtain's Duress is 3 mana. So they're set up to Duress me this turn. If that's something they want to do. Hey, Dr. Stupid. Thanks for $4.69. It's not really a Thoughtseize. I mean, it can take anything, but then you like draw. It's a Vanillion click, really. Perfect. And the Saga and the Tinker were both shuffle effects. Well, that's bad for me. I could attack with the Smuggler's Copter here. If they make Archon, I could sack the Copter to the Archon trigger. There's also all these attackers, right? Like I'm holding off 4 damage by not serving. I don't think sacking the Smuggler's Copter to Archon trigger is going to save me. I think it's more about not taking 4 damage from the Pyromancer. Yeah, they're reanimating Archon here. Which I think means I'm fucked. That's what I think that means. Shallow Grave. So that's going to make me sack 2 things? Yeah, you win, friend. Fucking YouTube. Alright, let's play Dr. Stupid's song request here. Dr. Stupid says they've been obsessed with this band recently. Modern day Smiths vibes. Narset's kind of cute versus Season Pyromancer. I don't know what I would cut, though. I'm just going to submit. Hell yeah, Slothbeard. Yeah, I had fun with limited format, too. Looking forward to doing more drafts. The opponent super touched my clogs that game. You're not wrong. They got all up in that cloggy business. It's not illegal, sadly, touching clogs. Still allowed. In a just society, though, it would be illegal for sure. I regret cracking the bauble, huh? I mean, the Academy might have been the 3rd card down. You don't know. I don't know. We've seen Strip Mine out of them. We have not seen Hypnotrox stuff. So I'm going to hold on to the Academy. The next turn we can play the Talisman and play the Trinket Mage off of that. I think I maybe should have spun top again here, looking for my piece of graveyard hate. Yeah, this doesn't work out well for me. There's Necromancy the Archon. A very awkward spot with like one creature in play, one card in hand. We can tap the top to draw a card, but... Oh, they're shallow graving anyway. Okay. Yeah, I think if they used the 3-mana reanimation effect on Archon there, I would kind of be dead. I think they like really wanted to get both cards out of my hand, and if I tapped the top... Hell yeah, it's Didarium. I've also been privileged to see them live a couple times. I'm not sure if there's kind of decent with this Academy card. Maybe that could just do some stuff, huh? Maybe that could do some real good stuff. You saw a Possum Hustle once? I don't believe you for a second. A mana short of making another servo. I could play Portal here. The issue is if they just like play a creature with 4 power, the Minsk can sack it. I could turn the servo into a 4/4. Not this turn. Obviously, that would solve a lot of issues. I can't even cast Portal. I only have 8 mana. Yeah, this might just not be winnable. Massive value out of library. Yeah, but like we have ways to like outgrind a library. Or is it spinning or retrofit or activating or what have you. It was more a matter of them like actually getting their graveyard reanimation off, right? Stripping the upheaval from my hand. My nice little reset button. Thanks for your vote of confidence, Red Scorpion. Pitch upheaval, keep Trinket Mage. If I'm going to pitch the upheaval, then I'm not countering Soul Ring. If the plan is to upheaval, then you need to counter the Soul Ring. It's like not a decision point, really. If you are not planning on upheavaling, then you should not be countering Soul Ring. You should be saving it for gas. Hindsight's 20/30. It's not really. Game might have still super lost when I spin and see 3 islands that don't matter. They might have had a backup reanimation effect at that point. You don't actually know those things. You don't know what their hand looked like or how it would have played out, or that one line was necessarily better than the other with the information that we had, which is all you should judge a line by. I do admire chat's confidence, though. Just the most confident. We need to find an Academy stat. Well, it's a Time Walk. Time Walk's helpful. We're going to keep this Mishra's Bauble in play. Try and ramp up to Urza. Next turn, I kind of like playing the Trinket Mage out. Do we have a tutor for Trinket Mage? Do I have to tap this top? Oh yeah, we got Shadow Spear and Soul Guide Lantern. I'll just go get Shadow Spear here. Right, very confidently Red Scorpion. And, like, if they go for Necromancy instead, then perhaps you have the chance to actually use Upheaval to answer it, right? We don't actually have a ton of answers to, well, anything. It's not really what the deck is. I removed my upkeep stop. That's okay. Ooh, is that better? Is that better than running out some ones? Yeah, I think it might be. If they answer the Coalition Relic with like another Skyclave Blink or what have you, then we can just spin Tom, look for our 4th mana that way. Obviously, Academy would be sweet. The issue with Handyman is that kind of loses anyway. Like, you play the portal, you don't answer the opponent's Minsk, and then you can make on board you can make a 4/4 to block another Minsk uptick, but if they just play a creature with 4 power, you're dead. They've got a full grip. They probably have a creature, right? I thought it was better to flail around than to cast portal there. Try and find Time Walk or something, right? Something that could actually do something. Hey, Chastity thinks the 36 months, the 3 years. You could spin Urza here, but we already made our land drop and such. I think I just want to activate some Retrofitter. Maybe activate some Tom, that sort of thing. Sure. Hey, Sapulinov. Oh my. Sometimes I like Metamorphing Urza, because it is +1 artifact, right? If you keep the artifact Urza. Metamorphic Mana Vault is +1 mana on the turn. I don't know if any of that matters. I think I'm just not playing this Urza anyway. Or playing this Metamorph. I don't think I'm going to tap the top to draw it. Copy their Apparition to get the Retrofitter back. Could do that. I'm not going to, because I don't like being fed lines. We do have a no backseating rule. Rule, Chad. Rules are rules. Yeah, it's not NAM exactly. Ooh, hello. Could spin one more time. I think I'm just gonna collect some life. But it might be a trooper, and they might have a bunch of sweepers over there. Who knows? The Exile Sweeper would be great here. Yeah. At least with the Metamorph line, we did protect the Urza in our graveyard. where to use Time Walk. I think I'm going to run no changes here. They probably have stuff that we want to Larcenist. Oh, they have stuff we want to Skydiver. I'm going to bring Skydiver in. Over... I don't know. Oh, Lantern, right? You can tap Urza to himself, yeah. If it's a Metamorph. If it's an artifact. Perfect. Not a bad 5, huh? Not a bad 5. I've seen worse 5s. Alright, that's a little worse. If we Time Walk here, we might start activating Saga sooner. I think I like the idea of Time Walking post Urza. It's pretty easy to play Urza, then have an extra mana to laying around to play the Time Walk too. We do have a piece of power, yeah. Hey, Red Ferret thinks that 38 months. If you're not allowed to backseat, then explain why you've got a steering wheel. You know what? You win, Red Ferret. I cannot do that. You have won a great victory for all of chat. Seems like a Shadow Spear game, huh? Just equip and smack. Very tempting to Time Walk here. I feel like a 10-point swing is kind of like Time Walking anyway. Hey, take care, Gurgles. Yeah, there isn't a Time Walk. Turn should be very groovy if everything goes according to plan here. Parallax Wave would be very bad for me. But surely I didn't just summon that card into existence. No. Wavelink says wave one time. God damn it, Wavelink. I think that 2M Timmy. The P-Wave is still really good. Oh, interesting, okay. Yeah. The cards that are bad for me simply do not exist. I hadn't thought about it that way. Rip Shadow Spear. I kind of like the activating Smelger's Copter and double blocking one of these. I think they were trying to deny me the Monarchy. Yeah, Skydiver steals Smuggler's Copter, and then we just have Lethal here. And again, if you ever catch the start of a match, ain't no thing. Happy folks are watching me. And then obviously, grateful when people don't watch my hand for the whole match. Makes it hard to play. Reasonable magic and run commentary and everything. I guess. Is this Vintage or Legacy? It is not. This is Vintage Cube. Cube. Yeah, I don't think I'm going to be jamming Vintage or Legacy in the near future. Well, on Tuesday, I want to do some Modern. Assuming I can get cards. If it's too painful to get cards, I'll do Modern Horizons 3 Limited for a day or two. And then later on in the week, I might be doing some Legacy. Hey. I've got my creator count for Modern Cards Day 1. Oh yeah, good point. I could do that. Yeah, never mind. Yeah, Modern on Tuesday. Yeah, I think both those cards look interesting. Both those archetypes look interesting, Wavelink. Are Vintage and Legacy not to my taste? I've played a lot of Legacy over the years. I used to have a Legacy column. Several Legacy GP top 8s. It is a less popular format than Modern, and harder to catch people up on. A lot more questions. So with Modern, people are just like more familiar with the format in general. You get a lot more questions that are in that like sweet spot of know what's going on, but I'm missing something subtle. And with Legacy, you get people that are just like brand spanking new to the format. So you have to like figure out where they're coming from with their questions. Dial it back all the way, you know. And then you also have people that are on the complete opposite end of the spectrum that have played a ton. And sometimes those folks are not exactly fun to stream to. But I still love the format. I still stream it sometimes. I can't metamorph that Might Stone before activating the Saga, huh? Good for engagement. Engagement is not the not the only goal here. What did I do with Survival to get it banned? I gave Survival its first like big tournament finish, and then it kind of took over the metagame after that. Retrofitter's sweet, but I think we need this Mox Opal. I'm just gonna keep dumping my hand. Could spin top. Another artifact is another point of damage, though. Yeah, I'm gonna run it down. Way to ruin it for everyone else. Yeah. I'm sure the meta would have caught up to it at a certain point. It's not like it was like some niche combo of Survival plus Vengevine. But I did jumpstart it. There were only a couple of other people at the GP that were playing the actual 4 sets of Vengevines, and a lot of people were only playing like a single copy in their Squeed Nut Goblin to Bob list and such. Just didn't realize that if you start your chain with a Vengevine, that's a free 4/3 in play, and that's way better. Vintage is cheap on Moto. Not a huge audience for it. I like Vintage, I like Pauper, but I stream them very rarely for that reason. Just not a ton of viewers. A Caleb's got to eat, Tom. Cool takes a jump. You got 1,000 friends. The Q's fired faster too, right? Yeah, that's also a big deal. How fast the actual Q's fire. And there's dead time if you're waiting for opponents. Correct the boom. Yeah, I think I'm gonna upkeep spin top. I could metamorph the Mightstone, draw a couple immediately, or kill the call pack all. Or might be correct to just clone a construct. The issue is if they have sweepers. Hey, soft numb, thanks the $5. Let's play soft numb song request here. Some sleep. I haven't heard this track in a minute. Probably appropriate though. More and more high on fire has been making it into my playlist lately. So what size of thing are they making? 6/6s? So you can play Turtle or equip Shadow Spear. Can't really do both here. I can double black and take out a 9/9 and then go to 4. Oh, they jump in. Sure. Oh, that's a sweet idea. Very soft shape. I've been thinking about doing something similar with the Didge. I've been trying to experiment with distortion effects on the didgeridoo through like editing software and such, but I'm just like not very good with technology. So I'll like read something on how to do it and try and like upload the stuff to my editing software and use it, and then it like doesn't work and I don't know how to problem solve. Whereas if you're looking for something more direct, like how do I do this very specific thing in editing, there's like all these videos and stuff. Some 5-minute video for everything. Yeah, that's what I was thinking, cheap. Bassoon would be sweet. No Saga activation. Is this just an upheaval? Feels like one, Blightsteel Colossus. Alright, they're at 13. Oh, sick, we win. If we didn't have this turtle, it'd be like kind of fun to get this construct up to a 13 and make them block and then activate Shadow Spear to kill a Blightsteel. I'm still in the upkeep. Like, I'm just like here, what am I doing? What's going wrong? We've got some tech for them, huh? Larcenous for Blightsteel, Skydiver for their whole deck. Some kind of Cryptic Coat and maybe Lantern. I just have those cheap artifacts, though. I could see cutting 3 steps ahead, maybe. Or maybe Trinket Mage. I'll cut Trinket Mage. Who's got time for a Trinket Mage, Well, that's sick. Very powerful hand. Not super explosive, but very powerful. Could set up to Relic or Skydiver next turn, or could set up to activate Saga next turn. Let's just do this. And then next turn, I think I'm going to go Urza's Saga and Skydive steal the currency converter or something. Sure. Jealous of what your mom bought you? Oh, this is sweet. You play it with strumming, or do you play it with like a tiny hammer? I'm sure it would be like a pain in the ass to keep in tune, but it looks like a lot of fun to putz with. Yeah, like an auto harp. Wish you what up? Hey, Ugly Puff, thanks for 54 months. You can do either. Play it with your hand or with a tiny hammer. That makes sense. I mean, next turn I can activate the Urza Saga, play out the Mox Opal, play the Academy, and then use the Academy for Coalition Relic, which appeals to me. I think that's going to be a good turn. Opponent just making more 3/3s. Sure. Getting them Fat Oko beats in. Am I going to get ranched here? Kind of feels like I'm about to get ranched here. Oh, I'm sure you could use short piano strings regardless to boom. Or maybe mandolin strings or something. Yeah. So that's pretty feel bad. We'll still be able to search, but we're not getting 3/3s here. I don't think the Thieving Skydiver can serve now. I think we're just going to be passing the old turn. We can activate Converter and activate the Relic. Converter can cash in the land for a treasure. I think that's plenty of mana for Portal. We'll see what the opponent does. I think that's some options, huh? If you could convert your currency to any currency, what currency would convert it to? I mean, it has to just be whatever you're already using, right? Whatever's handy. If you ever stuck with like euros laying around after a trip. Always so much less useful. So I believe we should still float and go get Retrofitter. Hey, Bands with Legends, 6 to 75 months. Have fun, good luck, many more months. I'll cheers to that, Bands. Making a food token, sure. I did not watch the Xbox showcase, nor do I own an Xbox. There were PC games too, yeah. I saw someone tweeting about Dragon Age. That's exciting, right? A new Perfect Dark coming. Yeah, I don't know how much I care about that. New WoW expansion date. Cool. I think overvoltage is correctly gauged my enthusiasm for this Xbox demonstration. New Doom. I'll probably give that a spin. I didn't actually finish the last two. I like played them for both for like 10 or 12 hours. I was like, this is sweet, and then like never touched them again. Well, we've got some counters in here. I guess we should take a look, Well, foot. Clue tokens? No, they were treasure from the from my opponent's artifact. Hey, congrats to Boom. Yeah, I knew some people that had a real rough time with EverQuest, and so I just never touched World of Warcraft, which I'm pretty glad about. 9 hours a day for over a year. Yeah, that's actually just like a virtual reality at that point. Oh, that's fun, Mr. Pingo. That reminds me of that old show with what's her face. You know, the one about World of Warcraft, The Guild. Is it less or more Magic than I play? 9 hours a day? That's more than Magic I play. I average a little under 40 hours a week throughout the whole year. I play some like random tournaments when I'm not streaming, but then I also take some time off, go to music festivals and stuff. This hand is not very explosive, is it? Her last draw was so good. Maybe Skydiver will save me here. Also my job, right? Yeah. Yeah, a large chunk of the Magic I play is indeed my job related. But if I had a different job, I'd still play a lot of Magic. I wouldn't be able to get as much in, but I'd go from like 30 plus hours a week to in the 15 to 20 range, I think. This Mystical Tutor isn't very good. I mean, it pitches to Force Negation, I guess. But my best hits are Tinker for a portal that doesn't look very good on this board. Or this Time Walk that's in my graveyard. Oh, let's force that. If the top spawn and found Academy, it'll still not be enough. Yeah, let's just activate Converter here. New Doom looks awesome. Really? Am I fucking up by not looking at the commercial? Yep. All right. I'm feeling a little on the drained side. I might cut out early tonight. A little.